What's going on, YouTube? Started messing around. Figure I'll make a video. Show you the cutty made it home. Looking good. Just about ready to start blocking this out here this weekend. This was just a high build surfacer. Well, it's epoxy primer, but it's also a high build surfacer too, and a sealer all in one, depending on how you mix it. But yep, this is all ready to be sanded down smooth. That's why it looks like that flat black that murdered out. I already see a little. No, that's just. I almost thought that was a spot there, but that's just how the came out looking. But no, it ain't no spot. Yep. Yep, look good. Floor pan's all done. Inner and outer rocker done. Yep. T-top done. Yep, line's pretty straight, just a little bit adjusting. Pretty good. My door needs to come up just a little bit, but see how that line goes. Yes, sir. The only thing I didn't get painted on this car so far is the doors, and underneath the floor pan. I gotta do undercoating the whole thing. But the doors, I want to get to them. They were just dirty, so I left them. I ain't gonna paint over dust. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Firewall, started rubbing down on that. Try to get that all flat again. Look at that body line. Tell me that ain't straight. And that's just surface. I still got to make that a little bit more. Yep. Get over here. Damn dog out there trying to get after everything. Get over here. Always trying to get into something. Yep, won't be long. I had this all blocked out, and then I'm gonna lift it up on the bricks, and then I'm gonna spray that undercoat. I ain't gonna even put it on no. I made that box there for it to sit on, but I ain't gonna even put it on that. I'm just gonna lift it up and put it on some bricks, and just spray it up on the bricks, and then after I might move the bricks out of the way, and then spray where the bricks were afterwards. Just move them back a little bit, but I was going to use the lift at school, just lift it up and undercoat the whole thing, but now I don't have the lift because school's out, so I'm going to make do with the bricks, you know what I mean? But I'll get it undercoated. I'll get all that underneath just right. Yep, we got the back all touched up. This here I sprayed just because it was bare in certain spots, and I didn't want to rust while I was here, so I sprayed it. But later on, I'm gonna aircraft stripper that out because there's still some spots that they got the lacquer paint on, and I ain't trying to paint over lacquer paint, regardless if you won't see it or not. It won't take long to put some aircraft stripper on there and get that back down to bare metal, and then surface it again real quick. But for now, I just wanted some kind of rust protection, so I epoxied it all. You know what I mean? Yeah, but all the body work is, you know what I'm saying, straight. It's just a little bit of final blocking. Fenders are all good. Quarter panels all good. Trunks all good. Everything's done up. And again, you have been watching these quarter panels I put on. These ain't factory. I replaced them and made that body line. That body line, the factory, they didn't stamp that good. So I had to make that line, put that quarter panel on, and I also put that quarter panel on. Made that line. Like I said, I put this T-top on. I cut it off of that. If y'all can see, but that's what I cut it off of. Now it's on here. And then after all done with that, then it's going to get stuck right on this. Frame's all done up. But yep. And then I might box in these rails. I'm thinking about it because I got some extra steel. And now that I got my welder back home, I just got to get a tank because they wanted They want 175 for a 3-year contract, and then another 75 to fill the tank. So I'm gonna have to get that. It ain't like the regular tanks, you gotta have a contract. 3 years is a minimum, I guess. So everybody trying to get you to get their tank, I guess. So once I get that, I'm gonna weld that up. I got this steel from school that nobody used. The teacher said I could take home, so I took it home. I was thinking that's either a frame notch sitting right there, or I'm gonna box my rails in. So here's the sides I was gonna use for the frame notch. You know what I mean? That's some thick, like 1/4 inch or something. And I got this. There's a couple pieces that like 1/4 inch, and then that bottom one's a little thinner, like an 1/8 maybe. Yep. I got 2 pieces of that 1/4, and then like a piece of that 1/8, and then a bunch of these little chunks. So I'm gonna use that to weld in them, strengthen up them. You know what I'm saying? Them boxes. Take a little bit of that sway out of it. You know, that weakness. Yep. In case y'all wondering, here's some of the stuff I use. 3M Platinum Plus is the filler I go to. Anything over my welds, I use this Evercoat short strand. And then for my glazing putty, it's just a polyester finishing putty. I was going to use the Evercoat glazing putty, but the teacher ended up coming back with this when I ordered it. So I don't know which, but I worked with it and it don't seem that bad. It's cheaper than your regular Evercoat, but I don't know, it seemed to work just as fine. Yep, and then there's the primer that's on that card I was telling you about. See, it's a KD 3001 is black, KD 3000 is gray, I think. But it comes in gray, black, white, you know. But this is a Direct 2 Surface Foundation Surface Air Sealer epoxy primer. It's all in one. It just depends on how you mix it. But yeah, that's what I'll be using on that. Oh, gonna be I don't know if anybody looking for paint codes off of cars too. I got this sheet I'm gonna hang up. I don't know, some of y'all might want to screenshot this for later reference. I don't know if you can see that. That's a car and truck identification plate location codes for your for the paint code. If you see a paint code on a car you like, those are all the spots it's gonna be. And then those are the manufacturers. You look for them spots on there, and that'll give you the paint code. You bring that paint code and the VIN number of the car into your automotive paint store, and they'll give you that exact paint that was on that car. So if you guys want to screenshot that, or look back at this for a reference, that's where the paint codes are on most cars. Some of y'all probably already know this, but so if you see a color you like on a car, I mean, it ain't hard to get that color. Like I said, you just need that paint coat that's on there and the VIN off the car, and they'll give you that color. I mean, there might be a little variations, but you'll be pretty much pretty much right on. But yep, that's my little station I got made up. I'm about ready to go get some piping for this air compressor so I can run it up the wall, all the way around, all the way down, back down, and then back over here, and then run it to my air compressor over here, or my regulator. I just made this the other day. I don't know why it went like that. Phone be changing color. Last time it started changing color like that on me, it went and died. But yep, I made this rack to hold my air tools up, but I might have to make one out of steel because I had so many of these in here that started pulling from the wall, you know what I'm saying? And then I got a bunch of air tools here, you know what I'm saying? That's but they all fit. See what I mean? See, I got them all fit up there, but see, it pulls out from the wall from them air hammers, and air hammer and that drill, those are pretty heavy. So I'm gonna have to try and make that out of steel, because what I did was try and copy the Summit one, you know what I mean? It just hangs down, but this has got a slot that slides in and it hooks on the back here, you know what I mean? See that's gonna hook right into that slot. But my ends now are too big for these slots that they got on here, you know what I mean? Because I got them big industrial ends. And plus that's just too close together and I got too many tools, so I went and made one. So I could put all of them on one, but you know, I was gonna make it. I didn't have a metal bender to bend that thick 1/8 inch, you know, steel. So I was just gonna make it out of wood. But then I see the wood started pulling away from the wall a little bit. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and try and make that out of steel. You know what I mean? Go ahead and just heat it up with the torch or something, and then just pound it in a vise or something. You know, try and make one out of steel, just like I showed you over there. But I mean, for now, it holds majority of them. It's just when I put that heavy. Just when I put mainly the heavy air hammer on there and the drill, it pulls out. But yeah, I like the way that went though. I just, you know, made an angle bracket and drilled holes and they slide right in just perfect. So I am liking it. I am liking it. It does fit nice. Plus my other one before, I wouldn't hold my DA because it was, you know, too close to the wall. So I couldn't put it in. This one here, now I can put the DA in. Yeah. So that's what I got. This is another handy tool. I don't know if any of y'all work on cars with this tool here, man. So I didn't know if I'd use it that much, but I use it for a lot. This one here, right here, and then my die grinder, man. I use them a lot. It's a handy little tool. And then my carbon fiber pieces, I'm pretty sure I showed y'all in the other videos. Got them all done up. I got the blocks out. I'm ready to start my blocking. That's another thing. I don't know if any of y'all do any of this body work, but that's one thing you want to get right away is the Durablock kit. It's a good little kit if you want to. I mean, you can make your own blocks out of wood or something like that, you know what I mean? But this is only like $40 for a block kit. You know? All sizes. That way you can get it all nice and straight. That's pretty much how I got it straight, was with them blocks and that DA sander. That's, and you know, and some guide coat. And that's another thing with black. It's hard to tell with guide coat. I mean, a couple guys have been doing this for a while. They said they just use the black itself for a guide coat. You know, I mean, they can just see where they've been and see where they're going. But I mean, I'm new to this. I ain't been doing as long as them, so I barely know where I'm going, much less where I've been. So I mean, I need guide coat, but they all guide coat. I mean, if any of y'all know, most guide coats all black. The only guide coat I can find that was white is in powder form. 3M makes some white powder form guide coat. It's like $30-something, so I'm gonna have to scoop up on that. So yeah, I'm using this stuff right here for black guide coat, sandable primer. But that's like $8-something a can. And it's, I don't know, it's a little bit gummy. It sticks up your pad a little bit, you know what I mean? That's the whole reason why it's kind of good to have a good guide coat, because it don't stick up like some paints, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna get that powder stuff, you know what I mean? But for now, I'm gonna work with this. But I'll get it straight either way, YouTube. But yeah, I just figured I'd show you. I'm out here just checking it out, you know, got it home, you know what I'm saying? Had to come out here and mess around. I have a lot of long nights out here this summer, so got some videos for y'all. And then my tail lights, I showed you them. Those are all smoked out and blacked out. The casings are jet black and smoked them out. And then there's my fin, all ready to go in the trunk. That's the surfacer. It's ready for the clear, and I don't need to go to the sealer because this is already a black color. I just need to go over any fillers a few months, but there ain't no fillers on there, so I could go right from the surfacer to the paint on this, because it's already one solid color and there ain't no fillers, you know what I mean, that I gotta worry about bleeding through or any of that stuff, you know. So I'm just gonna let that. I'm gonna block this out, and then when I go to shrink, you know, next time I go to hit it, I'll hit it one more time, and then it'll be ready for I'm gonna block it out, and it'll be ready for the base coat, you know, the base coat and clear coat. And everything on here, there ain't nothing on this car that I didn't go down to bare metal with or bare plastic or, you know what I'm saying? It's all urethane bumpers and fiberglass header, and the rest is all regular sheet metal, and there ain't none of it I didn't go down to bare metal. Even the E-coat that was on these quarter panels, I stripped down to bare metal. So everything will be House of Colors product from the bare metal all the way to the clear coat. So hey, they better warranty this one, but I mean, I shouldn't have no problems, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have no problems. Had a good teacher, real good teacher. That's one thing nice about having teachers. They take a lot of that trial and error and that hard knocks out of it for you, you know what I mean? A lot of times you gotta waste a lot of money learning how to do it correctly. But, yeah, so it won't be long. That body will be on this YouTube. I just gotta do up a few more things. All my trim I got down there, I'm gonna paint all that up too. Everything on this car will be pure black. Nothing will be left untouched. But alright, YouTube, I just figured I'd show y'all what I got going on out here. And stepped on the window there. But just figured I'd show y'all what I got going on. I'll try to keep them coming. And like I said, shout out to all y'all that be commenting and take time to take out and comment and give me your opinions and feedback, man. That's mighty nice of y'all. Alright, YouTube.